Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see the runner-up for last year's national championship, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bulls' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Kent. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Keeps it himself and gets to first. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebacker.
Oh, he's got some space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Under fire. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. And the Sun Devils are threatening on first and goal. Handoff from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he had.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He now has 61 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Kings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to... He lets one fly deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The give. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. The throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Lawrence. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit it.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here's the handoff. And some room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either.
To the air, it's Lawrence.
Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle, and Shabera. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today. Well, no real mystery there. And I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball fast.
Breaks into the open. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Kent. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's on target and complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, that last touchdown, the one play. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Hey, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Bulldozes his way through. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
31, Buffalo, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got room at the 35. All by himself down the middle. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
31, Buffalo, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kent. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Throwing on the run. Wide open, he makes the catch. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And they come up with an explosive play there. The quarterback had exactly what he wanted. Man coverage, safety in the middle of the field, so he throws the go route to the outside, finds his best one-on-one matchup. And how about the speed and the ability to track that football and give this offense a jolt?
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield very late in the half. Bringing the heat. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal.
On the field goal.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll close the gap to 14. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for space. It's Kent. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
38, Buffalo, 24.
The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. He's got an open man. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense to go forward.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Might be changing the route. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Bulls are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Abraham.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Kent. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter cutting.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the run. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Buffalo, 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's a...
Turning it on! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Back to throw, it's Lawrence. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that fourth down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The offense changing the play. Now from inside the red zone. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Pace, 27, John.
Wants to throw. It's Lawrence. Pucks it out of the air. stumbled to the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Okay, break. To the line. To the line. On the ready. Okay, ready?
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Buffalo. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll bring it out. It's Kent. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last. Going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 22 to Ole Miss. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
34.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Headed back to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This one's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Bulls are flying down the field. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Lawrence. Fakes to grab.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Run it with the fullback. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Gotta have it situation. Who do you go to? You go to the big fella who does the dirty work. The fullback gets the 1st down, and you still have life in this football game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything.
Sneak gets it done.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the point after is good. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kent. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Arizona State. And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the right. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. The defense making... To put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make them play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Buffalo, 41.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the single back. He breaks a tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air. It's Lawrence. They'll run the screen. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching